Alright guys, welcome back to Stuck on an Island. I'm stuck with you guys and we are always smiling. I know right now we're going through this whole quarantine. A lot of persons, if you're watching this video as it was dropped, today is March what? Keanu, today March what? Hey Siri?
19.
Oh, thank you. Alright. Today is March 19th and yeah. Today is March 19, 2020, so we all should be knowing what's happening in the world today. But we're about to do something which is going to be a chicken mac and cheese, maybe like a chicken Alfredo. I don't know what on earth it's going to be. We're just basically going to be winging it. Of course, Mocha is there as well. And yeah, it's going to be a quick and easy dish. So I found that pasta dishes have generally been on most restaurant menus, so I'm sure it's something that a lot of persons do like. So hopefully you guys can try this at home, tell me what you think, or you know, share your recipes, whatever you want to do. And we'll see you guys in the next clip.
Big guy. Big guy. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah.
Alright, so we have some roasted garlic because we're going to use this to add a nice little flavor towards our pasta. And let me tell you, when this came just off the fire, you could smell the garlic, right, Ken?
Yeah, man.
Yo, it was very strong. So what we're going to do is just to chop these up like any old garlic, but you know, you're going to get more of a roasted taste and it's going to add a slight difference. That's the cool thing about food. You can still use the same ingredients, but when you do it just a little bit different, it makes a world of difference. Make sure I get everything. You know, funny enough, guys, in this time, like, there was no garlic in the supermarket. This is what I had prior. So I might have to search with all this lack of food thing happening these days. It's not so bad here, but still. So just to remove some of the extra charring, anything that got overly charred, I'll just remove those really quick. I think the rest, these aren't so bad. Yeah, this can stay. You want to make sure for your pasta we have bubbling up here in the open. There's no pasta in the water, but for the water you have to make it like really salty. Alright, so now the water is at a lovely boil, and what we're using here is a nice penne rigate. You can buy any brand that you want, but penne rigate for me is I think it's suiting for this that I'm going for today. And I think about a bag and a half would be fine. Well, for you, if you're making just for yourself, then a bag is fine, but for me and my cousin, so this should be able to make enough for now and maybe have a little leftovers. Alright, so someone did mention to me that, you know, don't put oil in the pasta because flavors won't be able to stick to it when you're cooking it or whatever. So I'm trying that method. So all I'm going to do is to actually just churn it so it doesn't clump together. And that should be enough. I've seen other persons cook pasta and they don't really put oil in there. So I'm going to change my method and, you know, see how it works. Alright guys, so for our pasta we have some bacon here. This is just regular store-bought bacon. You can buy any brand that you want. I would normally prefer to use like from the butcher, one that they cure themselves and whatever, because that's going to be, I think, a better quality. But because of what's happening, the butchers, you have to put in an order from before. So I'm just going to cut these up. Because remember, it's a chicken pasta, but I kind of like the flavors of bacon. And it's going to make sure that every bite that you take, that there's flavor in it. That's for me personally. So we're just gonna cut these up into, yeah, bite-sized pieces, I would say, and then when we're ready, we'll fry them down. We'll fry them down and then make it into our sauce. And that's it. Alright, so we have a chicken breast. I already cleaned it up from home. I made some curry chicken yesterday and I was like, you know what, maybe I can do some with chicken breast. So I deboned this myself. I believe it's cheaper out here. Well, I know it's cheaper in Jamaica when you debone it yourself, so that's the vibe. This part of the chicken breast I think is the best part. I think they call this the fillet. I don't remember what they call it. Any other top chefs, just tell me what it is. I don't remember the name of it, but I was taught that this is, I think it's called a chicken tender. This is like the nice part of the breast or whatever. But anyway, what we're gonna do is to cut the chicken breast. I think, you know what? I think I might fillet it. To me, personally, it doesn't matter. It really don't matter. So I'm gonna do a little butterfly fillet. I think that's what they call it. And open the chicken breast up. And then I'm just gonna cut it into strips. Now what I'm going for is that most persons don't like chicken breast because it is a bit dry. You know, if you cook it too long, it's going to be dry. So I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces so that almost every bite that we have of the pasta, there is some chicken breast there, because it's a chicken pasta. But I want to still allow it to be very tender. So how I'm going to get it to be tender is to not overcook the chicken breast. So I'm just going to cook it so the outside gets a nice little brown, and then I'm going to finish it off as it cooks into the pasta. So we're just going to do a quick and basic seasoning on the chicken. This is a little red hot pepper. It's pretty hot, to be quite honest. Little pink Himalayan salt. more. Little garlic powder. Little oregano. And that's it. Alright, so I think this might be done. Trying to cool it off. Yep. This is definitely al dente. Just to explain what al dente means for those who might not watch a previous video, it just means that it's you can break it basically with your finger or maybe your thumb. Not your thumb, but your finger or your tongue. So I can use my finger and just break it apart. So this is maybe like almost all the way done, but it's gonna finish off when I'm putting in the sauce and stuff. Yeah. Alright, so usually I'm gonna start with the bacon first because I want the bacon fat. I think I prefer to cook the chicken down in some bacon fat instead of oil. So I'm gonna crisp these up really good and then use as much of the fat that I can get from it. Give it a little flip. I honestly forgot how much bacon shrinks. Yeah, I could definitely add some more to it. What do you think? Come on. Alright. Bacon, most persons will tell you, bacon fat is full of flavor. You should already know that. So I'm not gonna waste that. I'm gonna quickly do these. Don't want them on there too long. They're getting white already. Pieces are very small, so they're gonna cook really quickly. Leave it on for probably like 30 more seconds. So we're throwing in our escallions. A few parsley's are dropping in there, but I don't really care. And of course our roasted garlic. Really good. Just gonna saute that lightly. And of course some flakes of thyme. Alright, that should be fine. Might add a bit of water because I don't want it to burn. Usually it's better to have some wine. So what I'm doing here is to deglaze the bottom of the pan. So if you were looking carefully, you'd have seen like the browning at the bottom of the pan. That's all that bacon fat and flavor. So I don't want to waste that. Of course, butter, and the butter goes good on almost anything, man. And that's going to help us build some more flavor. Now, here I'm just going to add some heavy cream. I'm gonna let this boil down a little bit more. I want it to thicken up. You can always do it like a roux, like make a roux first, but I don't want to do that today. I think it's gonna make it too thick. The cheese that's gonna be added to it is gonna make it too thick. So I'm gonna let this boil down a little bit more so the flavors can develop inside that sauce. Alright, so it has reduced quite a bit, so I'm gonna add a little bit of bacon. Well, not most of the bacon. I'll keep some back for, you know, garnishing the top. But now I kind of want that bacon flavor to also boil down into the sauce. And then the next step is to add the chicken and then the pasta. Alright, so even though you see this water looking, the sauce looking all thick or whatever the case is, yeah, you're gonna start needing to add stuff into it, because what's gonna happen when you add the cheese is gonna even further thicken this up. But we can make any corrections if we need to. So cut all that juice on the chicken. So you're gonna add the chicken in. Again, you can leave a few pieces out so people know. You can put that on top so people can know that's a chicken pasta. And then I think we made too much pasta, but we're gonna add as much as we need. I think we have enough pasta in here and everything. The sauce that I'm going for today, I want it to be not too thick. I think this consistency is not too bad. And then we're going to start with the cheese. So I'm gonna add mozzarella cheese. It has a nice stretch to it, and it's one of my favorite cheeses. You can add whatever you want. I've seen people use Parmesan and all those stuff, but I'm a big fan of mozzarella, especially with the cheesiness. Not the cheesiness, but the stretchiness that you get. Look at that. Make sure that sauce covers everything. Wow. As I said, you can always add back more water to it. So the water I'm using right now is actually the pasta water, because it's going to help you to have a thick sauce. So don't throw away your pasta water, guys. It's going to help you a lot. As you can see, the sauce is nice and creamy. Yep. So that's about good. So all I'm gonna do right now is to remove my little spoon out of the way. Do a nice little garnish there. Of course, show that we just did some checking, and your bacon on top. That's a big meal, cuz. Ready for yam some food now? Ready. Alright, try to play this really quick, because as you guys might know, pasta has to be served hot. Anything else, it's not gonna be good. So I'm gonna serve my cousin first, and he will tell you what he thinks. Funny thing is that he had a chicken Alfredo yesterday. So I said, well, let's see if this wins. All right, over to me.
And over to me.
A good thing that youth. Yvette, bro, you're good. Big up Yvette every time. Auntie Yvette. Over and out. But I tell a lie on the camera, because I'm your cousin, you know.
You know me can't tell lie. It's wonderful. I don't know what we expect. Okay. You see it now?
But
No, you don't. Your body up Fred.
alright, so that's kinda cool. My cousin liked the pasta. Nice and creamy. Full of flavor. Full of flavor.
Bacon.
The bacon?
Yeah.
It's a different vibe.
Made a difference.
Yeah, facts.
sit down and they are really and truly me I look into it. I'm gonna say 20 years of school. Finish school. First thing in everybody's mind is get to work.
Yeah.
Get to work. 30 years, 35 years for some. At the end of the day, when you're 50, what can you do at 50? What much can you do at 50? You can do a lot, but the memories that you could have created at a younger age will live on forever.
Like them, that I say to myself, say probably like all the next, yes, you know, like next 20 years or so we can look back on this and I say, yo, remember them video dog? Facts, bro.
Grandkids them can live on, you know?
Yeah, so man, I say you want to just pre them the good thing, you see me? Yeah. And anybody who's at 50 at the moment and watching, don't mean that 50 is too great. You see me?
Too late.
It's not too late either. You might can do certain things like go on some extraneous hiking, but you can still, you see me, go Blue Mountain same way and see what I go on. Just have to just deal with things a bit different.
Find time for yourself.
Facts. Alright, Mocha, come. Alright guys, so that basically brings us to the end of another video. It's a vibe coming out here, you know, just doing some cooking and just having some food, which was pretty delicious. I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna rave about it because honestly I'm not a big fan of like chicken pasta. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm a guy, I love like lobster or shrimp, yeah, my chest high. But that's the vibe. But as always guys, I have these Jamaican snacks here. If you want it, drop in the comments, just say please can I have those snacks, and I will ship it out to you if you're one of the lucky persons. Make sure that you're commenting on each video, because if I check and this is your very first comment, then it's gonna make it harder. I choose to give you the persons who I know who have been like, you know, saying stuff on the channel, you know, giving support and stuff. That being said, two persons I believed said that they wanted the snacks. I asked them for their address, they didn't send it in, so not only am I going to be only giving away this one, I still have another one to give away as well. So let me know guys, drop in the comments and you can get these snacks. But anyway guys, remember these three things: love, nature, adaptation, and always remember, keep the link.